From inside Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida, the show has an NL East matchup. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Miami Marlins. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Ronnie Enriquez. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
First pitch, 640.
There's the strike.
Well, interesting strategy there. He must have seen something after that first pitch. Didn't attempt to bunt, but here on the second one, he does.
The next offering misses, and a count 2-1. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Outside, and that is ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. And a base hit. Around second is Turner. Throw comes into third. He's in there.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. And now it's Alec Bohm. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Goes to second for 1. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
Now batting Max Kepler. That's in there, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike. 2 out, space is empty. Got him! Ricky Holiday with the call. So they get 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Phillies 1 and the Marlins nothing. Back here in Miami, and on the hill here today, Jesus Luzardo. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
Swing and a foul straight back. That That one catches the corner for a strike.
0-2.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Here's the rookie right fielder, Agustin Ramirez. In for a strike. It's 0-1. Snap throw to first. And he's back in there. Nobody out. Runner at first. And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a ball line to center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Batting third.
And time now for the Marlins lineup. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these guys even during batting practice when it doesn't matter. They're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, he steps right in and continues with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, no strike.
Step off throw to first. Edwards dives back in safely. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. Heriberto Hernandez in the on deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Man at first, one away. Next offering is in for a strike. Yeah, that's fouled off. Edwards leads off first with one away. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And that one in the air center field. Rojas snags it for the second out.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Heriberto.
Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Heriberto Hernandez. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the third out of the inning. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and one left. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. It's the Phillies 1 and the Marlins 0. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Second inning set to go. Here comes Real Muto. Enriquez back to work. Inside, just missed. In the air, left field. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one away.
Batting sixth, the second baseman.
This is Bryson Stott. He's going to finish with a new career high in stolen bases, Chris. First pitch misses. That's down and in.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
One down, base is empty. That misses the zone. Now 3-1. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
So, man aboard. Next is the speedy first baseman. And that's outside. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike 2. This one in the air. Fortes makes the play, and there are 2 outs. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And that is downstairs. 1-0. And there's a ball.
2-0.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that drops in for a strike. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. One left for Philadelphia, but they hold a 1-0 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the rookie first baseman, Eric Wagaman. That clips the corner. And that one fouled off. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
And at the plate for Miami, Connor Norby. That's in for a strike at 95, and it's 0-1.
count.
Just missed. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Real Muto to first. 2 up, 2 down. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Nick Fortes in the box now. No balls and a strike. Here's the 0-1. That to right. Kepler sizes this one up. Hauls it in to end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. It's the Phillies 1, Marlins nothing. On to the 3rd inning. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. On the ground, out to short. Sends it across to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
So the Philly batting order turns over, and the batter now, Trey Turner. The shortstop takes the ball. Two balls, no strikes to count.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Stowers pulls that one down, and there's 2 away.
Up next for Philadelphia, the designated
2 down, base is empty. And here is Kyle Schwarber. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Schwarber measures 6 feet even, 230 pounds, and though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter. Swing and a pop-up, foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. 2 outs. That's way outside. 2 balls and a strike.
Some guys don't like not being able to play defense because it helps them to stay in the rhythm. So for him to be the DH, we'll see if he gets a routine together.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And that extends the inning.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And here comes Alec Boehm. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1. Activity in the bullpen. Anthony Bender up and throwing. Fauché also getting ready. Schwarber off of first with 2 away. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Towards first, slides, but he can't come up with it. Around second is Schwarber, and they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Back-to-back base hits. I know that was a
Up
ground
next for
ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And now the right fielder, Max Kepler. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. In there for strike 1. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Just misses. And it's 1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a miss, and that is that.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
And we're back
Leading up
as
for
we
the
go
Marlins,
to the
the
last
left
of the
fielder,
third. Now the left fielder, Kyle Stowers. Pitch is in there. Strike 1.
0-1.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Ground ball left side, and it's just foul. That was close. Lifted in the air down the left side. Fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. Here comes the throw, and he's out.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
And here's the rookie center fielder, Javier Sanoja. And there's the strike. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Now one missed. 1 out, base is empty. Swings through it for the K. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Two down, nobody on. And that's off the outside edge. 2 balls, no strikes. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nothing doing for the Marlins. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Anthony Bender into the game.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Well, one-run game, and up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Fly to left his first time. Comebacker to the mound. To first, and Realmuto is out.
One pitch, one out.
Second baseman, Bryson Stott.
And here is Bryson Stott. Walked his first time.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Check on the runner. Yeah, the batter now, number 4. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Stop at first, one gone. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Throw. Save. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Throw to second, save. One out and a runner at second. Top half of inning number 4. That one not close. And it's 2-2. Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout.
I think he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh. He's 0 for 1. Foul ball there.
One ball, one strike.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Close one, doesn't get the call. Now 2 balls and a strike. That's down and in.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Zips it to first. Third out. Phillies strand one, but they lead it 1-0. Back here in Miami, bottom four, now at the plate, Agustin Ramirez. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
On the ground, and it stays fair.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Turned on it nicely, definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that one is in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Fouled off down the right side. The pitch. That one just misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Hernandez.
At the plate, Heriberto Hernandez. Grounded out back to the pitcher his first time. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1. And there's a ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Way high there. And that's ball 3. Eric Wagaman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Wagaman in the box now, takes strike 1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Now a pop-up on the infield. And the infield fly is called.
Third baseman, number 1, Connor Norby.
Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. Norby swinging it much better this season in away games than here at home. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jordan Romano, the closer, is getting loose. Banks getting loose as well. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a foul out of play. just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Ramirez on second. Hernandez at first. 2 out of the inning. And that's downstairs. 3 balls and a strike. Nick Fortes in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Ripped to short. They get the force. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 2 left on. We played 4. It's the Phillies 1 and the Marlins nothing. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Johan Rojas. Bender back to work. That pitch gets the corner. That's strike 1. Next offering misses down and away. Next offering in there for a strike. 1 and 2.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
The batter, number 7.
Here's Trey Turner.
Trey Turner.
The shortstop takes the ball. That one finds the corner, and the count 1-1. And the sweeper misses. Next offering is down low. That's ball 4. Tried another sweeper, but couldn't find the zone.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Turner runs. Pitch is low. And safe. It's a stolen base. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Pickoff throw, and Turner's back in. Misses again, 5 in a row. Fought off foul. Next offering is in for a strike.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Schwarber out of the play.
The batter, the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm, 1 for 2. Right side, and makes the grab, and that is that. 1 left for Philadelphia, but they still lead it 1-0. bottom of the inning.
Leading
And
up
now
for
for the
the
Marlins,
Marlins,
Nick
the catcher,
Fortes.
Nick Fortes.
First offering, and it just misses.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Right through there for a strike. Lifted in the air, out to left. Marsh makes the grab, one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That
Now
front
batting,
shoulder
the
coming
left
open
fielder,
instead of staying
Kyle.
closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Line drive, could be extra bases. Takes the turn, he's digging for second. Here comes the throw, and the tying runs at second base with a double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Javier Sanoja will hit next. First pitch just misses. Runner at second here, one gone. The other way, and that's a base hit. Runner around third. Here's the throw. It's offline, and he scores. We're tied at one.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Jesus Luzardo out of the game, and a pretty decent effort out of him. Tie ball game, new arm out of the pen when we get back.
Now pitching for the
Max
Phillies,
Lazar on to pitch here.
number 60, Max Lazar.
Back to the top of the order now. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. Throw over to first. Sanoja back in on a dive.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Throw to second, and great jump. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. That clips the zone, and the count 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count.
Now
And
batting,
as a pitcher,
right
it really
fielder,
allows you to start
Ramirez.
expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And up next for Miami, Agustin Ramirez. In there, and it's 0-1. Sanoja on at second with two down. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Snags it on the run. And that is the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Marlins,
and they make a change to start the
number
sixth.
0,
The new pitcher, Alfonso Rivero.
Rivero.
And this is the best way to make your Major League debut. No one on base.
Yeah, you're already going to be a little nervous out there, so I think it's a nice job by the skipper to get him in here without any added pressure with traffic on the bases.
Kepler in the box now, takes strike one. Clips the corner, and the count is 0-2.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Next pitch is outside.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
In the air, foul off first. And a foul ball. That one missed. That's to third, and that's a fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in, tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at second. Here's JT Realmuto. First pitch misses. And another ball. On a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the outfield. You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
Stop at the plate now. That's ball 1. That one fouled off. Two outs. Pitch misses there. 2-1. That's inside.
That's inside.
And that's ball 4.
That's outside. Ball 4.
And he's a guy that will certainly think about stealing a bag or two. Not the kind of speed you want to put on base in a tie game.
Go ahead run on base. And here's the first baseman. 0 for 2 in this one. Ball 1 and a pitch inside.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
That's down and in. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Strike on the inside corner.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Swings and misses. It's 2-2.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The next pitch misses, and now it's 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swing and a slow roller. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the third out. The inning is over. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the sixth. And at the plate for Miami, Otto Lopez. That's in there. That's strike one.
0-1.
Just off the inside edge. Out to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Tosses to first. One away. Bottom of the sixth.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Heriberto Hernandez.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Heriberto Hernandez. Check swing, called strike. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
0-2 is the count.
Got him swinging for the K. He swung over top of the curveball.
The first baseman.
And now for the Marlins, Eric Wagaman. In the air, right field, Kepler on the move. And makes the play, and that's out number 3.
Now pitching for.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Lake Backer.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year. So this seems like a calculated move.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies.
Marsh.
Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. And another ball. Line drive, that's a base hit. Heading for the plate. Here comes the throw, but it's offline. He will score. And a 2-1 ball game now. Well, they didn't waste any time as they knock home the runner from second to get on the board.
Huge for team confidence and how you approach the situation. Still have a guy on base, and now they'll try to add on.
And now the center fielder, Johan Rojas. Strike one.
Oh, this is a case of just slowing the game down. Sometimes you get so concerned with getting the job done, you forget that you still have to get a good pitch to do the job with.
Squares, pushes at it, misses it. It's a strike, and it's 0-2. Runner at first with no outs here. Foul ball, still 0-2. That one missing inside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Save. Marsh, the runner at second with one away. Swing and a ball popped up. Backer makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Swing and a foul straight back. And that one in there at the knees for a strike. And the count is 0-2. And that one is inside ball one.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, and it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jordan Romano.
Now pitching.
Now this
for
is an
Philadelphia.
extremely confident pitcher.
Number
He loves
68.
it.
Well, 1-run
Jordan
game. Connor
Romano.
Norby digs in now.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
In today's game, outs are valuable, so guys aren't just willing to give themselves up to advance a runner. They're trying to drive him in as well in the process. So I don't expect him to shorten up and just try to hit behind the runner here.
Check swing, called strike.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
So the tying run at second, outside low, and the count is 1-2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just outside, and now it's filled up 3-2. Nick Fortes in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. (3-2). Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity, so not a terrible result.
Now a move being made at second base. On to pinch run, number 63. Here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1.
Well, they're willing to give up and out here. This is a big spot, so you have to make it count.
And he bunts, but that's foul. Strike 2. 0-2 now. Popped up to the left into foul ground. He's under it. Squeezes it. And there's one down.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front
Now
shoulder
batting,
open,
left fielder,
backside
Kyle.
collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Here's the left fielder, Kyle Stowers. Headed down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. That one almost got him. And fouled off. One out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Breaking ball inside. And the count is even 2-2. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Boots it, still finds a way to get off the throw. Save. It was never going to be easy after the misplay.
I think he just rushed that one. Great chance to turn 2, and as an infielder on a play like that, I think guys can get a little excited and forget to make the play one step at a time. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get none.
So up next, Javier Sanoja. Golden opportunity right here. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
The winning run on second base. A bunt, and it's popped up. Out number 2.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Xavier Edwards.
So it's their last chance in this one. Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. Trying to deliver as the hero.
Oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here. This is a batter who loves to produce late in ball games. He doesn't shy away from the big moment.
And that's in for a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
That's hard hit on the line. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies strand the go-ahead run to hold on for the win.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.